Hey there, it's Dr. Nadia, and today I wanted to chat with you about closing and asking for the actual sale. Recently, I had the opportunity to do a training for a group of entrepreneurs, and I did two sessions with them. And as we were talking about getting sales and having those sales conversations, one of the most common questions is one, how to close, but more importantly, how to ask. Like I find that they're just concerned about closing, but as I dig deeper, it's like, first of all, you have to ask, right? Um, and in that, as I was with this group of entrepreneurs and I was sharing, some training, I shared a story of one of my clients who, as many, they come to me and she was just like, I'm getting these leads. I've hired a new social media manager. We're doing a lot of great things, but I'm not seeing the revenue. I'm not getting the conversions that I want. And so we took a look at the actual conversation that she was having. And that was where things that came in. So one of the things that I did for her before we dove in too deep was I actually did a sales call audit where I listened to one of her previous sales calls and I provided feedback. But it also gave me a great deal of insight, not only into her business, but also into where she might have some gaps in getting the clients to an actual close. It was fabulous. And one of the things that I noticed was she wasn't asking for the business. I remember listening to this one call and one of the prospect simply said, how can I work with you? That's like a salesperson's dreams. Like, yes, like let's talk about making this happen. Instead of her going into and sharing what that would look like in terms of not only the results and how they would work together, but the investment as well, she never got to that point. She actually diverted the question. She referred that person to her website. Like there was just a lot of, and it was really one of those, I don't know how to answer this question. I'm really nervous about asking for the money, so I'm just not going to do it. And that was pretty much what happened. So once we uncovered this, we were able to fix it and put together a conversation guide exclusively for her. It's custom, written just for her in order to have those conversations. She recently sent me a message like, yes, Dr. Nadia, it's working, because having a plan is so important. So a couple of quick tips here. If you're having challenges with close or, asking, take a look. If you record your calls, listen to them and see where are those pieces or areas where you're not asking for the business, or maybe there's certain things that aren't very clear to your prospect. They're clear to you, but they're not clear to the person that you're talking to. 3 quick tips. So one is have a plan. Have a guide or script. I don't call them scripts. I call them conversation guides. And my reasoning for that is I want you to feel like and have the flexibility to adjust the conversation based on who you're talking to. And again, each conversation guide also is different based on the person. So I feel like there's a lot of personalization that goes into that. So if you write it, then guess what? It's personalized to you. So yes, have a plan, have a systematic way that you're thinking through this conversation. You're not just having a conversation for the sake of having a conversation. So it should have a natural flow, but also a very strategic flow leading up to the ask. Second thing is ask. I know. It's like obvious, like duh. And I've done it, so there's no judgment. I remember I had these amazing sales presentations. I would talk to people and they would be interested, and I'd be like, oh, well, let me send you a proposal. Or I send you the information in email, and they're right there talking to me and they were really excited. So I get it. And I also know that that is not the best way to do this. You might have some success with it. I'm not saying it won't ever work, but it's not the best way. So while you have that person in conversation, ask, extend the invitation for them to work with you. Explain to them what that would look like. And more importantly, go over the investment details. And then number 3 is leverage the power of silence. A lot of times we get so nervous or so excited, or a combination of the two, during the sales conversation that we talk way too much. Be quiet, especially after you extend the invitation. Silence. When I write conversation, I spell that out. Be quiet. Once you say this, don't say a word. Let them figure it out. Let them think it through. Some people think through things a lot quicker than others. So be patient. Give them that space to make that decision. And then you can take it from there to a natural close. But you can't close it until you ask. That's the whole point. You cannot close until you ask. So 1, have a plan. 2, ask or send the invitation to work with you. And 3, leverage the power of silence. Don't talk so much. Let them think it through, come to a decision. If they have any questions, you can answer them, and then you'll know whether or not it's a yes or a no. All right, this is Dr. Nadia. If you would like some assistance with putting together your conversation guide, reach out to me. You can head on over to meetwithdrnadia.com. That's meetwithdrnadia.com, meetwithdrnadia.com. Head on over there, schedule some time. I would love to help you get this done so that you can close more deals and extend more invitations, work with more people. I know you're out here to be of service, but you have to let people know, A, that you're out here, and 2, ask them, invite them to work with you. It's like having a party and you didn't send out any invitations. That's not how any of this works. All right, this is Dr. Nadia. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.